Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. It's good to be back with you all. Fresh week here in Australia, Monday AM. It is Sunday night, obviously, for our friends across the globe. So hopefully you all had a lovely weekend. Man, a lot happened over the weekend. We probably won't comment specifically on the war and everything like that. But yeah, I as always, if you are involved, your family's involved, we here at Market Mates hope that, you're safe and that your family's safe and everything's okay. So, Craig, mate, how are you on this fine Monday morning?
Dude, I don't know how you're fine. I was going to say peeing down with rain here. It's been bucketing down. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Sunday night to the Americans. Man, it's been a bit chaotic. We're a bit late coming on the stream because X has changed a whole bunch of stuff. Abstract now to stream there. You can link your X. You can actually drop a thumbnail in now, Greeny.
No way, bro.
Except then they go, there's a limit of 1 megabyte, and our file was bigger. So
1 megabyte.
Yeah, which is about 17 pixels. So I've had to I'm like, every single platform we stream on just has changed their stuff. So apologies we're late. There's been so much to try and fix to keep this back. But we're there. I'm here. I'm alive. I just want to go off what Greeny was saying. We will go over a few things today that involve the war, but certainly, obviously war's not good for anybody. Definitely hearts go out to anyone involved, both sides, 3 sides, 4 sides.
Directly. I mean, Dubai airport as well, Qatar. My sisters are flying from Europe in 10 days time, and they're like, well, we're obviously not going to go via Qatar anymore. We're going to go to Singapore instead. So yeah, it affects everyone globally and indirectly as well.
It does. I've got a little bloody fly flying around me. Dude. Happy Monday, everyone. Thanks for pulling up. Sup, Enclaves. There's a lot to go over, dude. There's a lot to go over, Greeny. Where do you want to start, my man?
Well, firstly, how do I do a thumbnail? Because it still only allows me to do a clip of my actual stream. So on the abstract, so it's not working. Anyways,
does it?
No, it doesn't. All right, so we'll start off with the big one. Craig, I'm getting sick. I'm actually getting sick of just the timeline, man. The timeline is just regurgitation of the same trending topic by 50 plus accounts. So I don't even comment about it anymore because everyone else is commenting about it. So I just keep my comments, again, focused on education and things that are external to this. But obviously the big news over the weekend is that X has finally joined what arguably has been on every other platform for a long time and paid posts, right? So there's a real interesting issue this morning, though, is now that you can tick a tab, is it going to show me in the clip? Yeah, so you can have this little paid partnership tab. You can obviously change it after the fact. It works really easy on mobiles. However, the really disappointing part recently is that if you have ad blockers, which I'm pretty sure 90% of people who are on a computer, Brave itself, the browser I use, literally has an inbuilt ad blocker for you. So you get an issue like this where it's a paid partnership post, but it's disclosed correctly whether this is just them being a joke or not. But the issue is because you're on PC, your paid ad blocker means that you can't read the tweet. And so controversially or not controversially, we announced our new partnership, which I'll talk about briefly in a minute. And you can't even see the post. You can't even see the post. So I was like, well, there's the link. And then there's some information about it. So, oh, dude, how annoying, bro. But a quick comment on that, Craig. It's just annoying, man. It's annoying.
Look, it's a move. It's definitely the right move by X. What they're trying to do, I think undisclosed shills, we can all agree, have gone on far too long. Far too long. Greeny and I have been very vocal about it. We've tiptoed around it. We haven't directly called out people because we're not in the space to fight, bro. The last thing we want to do is be fighting on the timeline with some random influencer. We don't have the time for it. We want to look at markets, want to bring you guys the latest updates. I haven't got time for, sort of schoolyard fighting with people. Yeah. But it's a little bit niggly how if you disclose an ad, then any website, browser with an ad blocker blocks it, which I'm on Chrome and it blocks it. So even Chrome doesn't let me view the ad we put up, which is a bit of a bummer because you try and do the right thing and then you're like, oh, exactly. If I do the right thing, no one's going to see it. It's damn. So we're going to have to work our way around that. And I'm sure they will slowly, X will work this out. I'm sure they'll work this out. But little bit niggly, but no, to answer your question, I think the fact they're doing this is great. I think it's gone on too long, and I think for people to consider this space a serious space, this needs to happen.
Yeah.
And I just think for the viewers out there, for new people coming into the space, you should know when, say, an influencer is suggesting what to purchase or where to purchase it, you should know that they're being either incentivized to say that, or if that's this feeling, right? Their genuine feeling. Obviously, the two can marry. You can have genuine feelings and get paid. That's not wrong. But I think people should be able to make their own minds up. And then soon, I think you'll very quickly see who just, when they comment, it's always paid, right?
Yeah.
You may not know it's paid, but you can tell there's certain people out there that won't talk unless it's paid. Really.
No, exactly. So to move on to that, the reason we're talking about this is because we've just partnered with a new partner. As always, as previously, our two previous partners obviously ended at the start of this year, and we got reached out by BTCC. So one of the most, consistent platforms, exchanges worldwide for a long time. No KYC, no VPN. 10% deposit bonus, guys. All signups unlock potential community rewards up to 30 grand. Enjoy 40% trading fees, and trusted, as I said before, by millions for 14 years. I've worked with them in the past. I was super excited when they reached out to us. And so we've just partnered with BTCC, guys. You can click the link. It's in the description. It's also in the chat group. I've already dropped that in there, guys. But it's in our link tree on Market Mates as well. Massive shout out to them for partnering with us. We'll be bringing lots of opportunities in the coming months with them as well. So we're excited about that. Now, Craig, let's talk about the hot topic over the weekend, and that is the rotation into specific assets due to the war. So obviously war is horrible. I'm not going to comment outside of that. It generally sucks, but historically a trade out of war is often on the cards. And what we noticed over the weekend is that crypto did bounce really nicely. Bitcoin's up to about 67, 68K. Might have corrected a little bit into Sunday night in America. But what we did notice was the rotation into metals. So gold is pumping. Silver is pumping. I'm still in this trade, Craig, on silver. Actually, I completely forgot I still had it. I took some more profits this morning. And oil actually pumps really aggressively over the weekend. And it has just dumped heading into the market open. So it basically because... So oil-linked futures on Hyperliquid surged 5% after the US-Israel strike on Iran. Basically, the key to know here is that 5% increase. Gold and silver perps also rallied like we just showed you. Iran is not a major oil producer, but it also poses a potential maritime. So the Strait of Hormuz is a critical choke point for global oil supply. I know Australia specifically has already anticipated this move and thus increased our fuel prices. Craig, comment here on oil, silver, metals rotation into safe assets really is probably the play.
Yeah, so just a little, I suppose, summary of all that. We saw obviously people, like you said, sort of flight to safety, which was metals. Unfortunately, not our digital gold, although it did bounce back nicely. Gold, we saw about a 2% gain. Silver was kind of the big winner. It had a big pump too, but it sort of averaged out at about 5%. Oil pumped a lot, about 8 to 10% when I was checking the chart, and Hyperliquid, shout out to those guys, on obviously supply disruption fears, which you spoke about before. Obviously, as trading's now gone live, it's actually dumped, which was interesting. So we had a pump and now dump. And what I found interesting is obviously all those pumped. Bitcoin pulled back initially. It had about a 5 to 8% pullback. And then Bitcoin actually bounced. So all in all, it all kind of bounced by Monday, except for oil, which is now pulling back. So as soon as the markets have gone live. So it was quite an interesting thing going on last night. You and I spoke about this segment, and I decided I'd never really deep dived into these assets during war.
Yeah.
So it's quite a learning curve for me, having to find where you could actually trade these things because the traditional markets are closed. Yeah. But B, how each responded to it. And I guess just like always, your metals pumped, your oil pumped, and strangely, Bitcoin initially sold off. Alts and that suffered a bit more, but then Bitcoin recovered really nicely. So, I mean, if you looked at the chart now, you probably couldn't really point out where the war was.
No.
Not really. Like,
No.
so as much as I'd love to make this a dramatic feature, it's not really. Like, don't get me wrong, we did have a little label at the start of the show, war's bad, right? But we're talking specifically about what to trade during these times. And that's important to be able to differentiate the two. One's trading, one's personal. You've got to kind of keep the two apart. I think that's important as well. But from my point of view, probably the most interesting part, dude, apart from oil selling off, is Bitcoin held its own. So I wondered if we'd see Bitcoin break below the 60, but it held well, bro. So, I mean, have we bottomed? Like I guess we weathered that storm pretty nicely. I'm seeing people on the timeline say maybe we are closer to a bottom than we thought. So maybe Bitcoin's not going to bear the brunt as badly as it might have done at higher prices. That's kind of playing out now. I guess what my summary of it is people still obviously perceive metals as the better asset versus Bitcoin. Fair enough. It's a more established asset. It's been around a lot longer. I understand that mindset. People in crypto get spooked and exit. We can probably look at stablecoin dominance. I suspect it probably had a little pump on the wall. Actually, funny enough, my wife asked me about that last night. How smart is she? Randomly, she goes, "Is stablecoins pumping?" And I was like, "Geez, that's a bloody good question, man. I didn't think to ask that for the first 2 years." And it kind of did pump a bit. It had a spike. Was that the 28th that it had that spike?
Yeah, that's a spike as of basically the last week. This is a weekly chart. So if we have a look, it did spike up as of Thursday, of 5th of Feb, and we've been consolidating at this range. So that shows you that there's no real rotation out of it just yet. No real rotation.
So I guess the interesting part for me, or the kind of positive part, was Bitcoin weathered that fairly well. So I don't know what sort of news it's going to take to drive it lower, or maybe we just need time, dude. Maybe we don't need news. Maybe the charts and the market's just going to do its thing like we've said anyway.
Yeah, let's comment on that, because I brought this up on the show last week as well, but where's the tweet? I've shared a tweet about this. Yeah, here we go. So basically, last cycle we saw 4 corrective periods, and they can last for ages. Like this one here was like the end of 2021 all the way to like May before we then had that next corrective move in 2022. So we are already in that second complacency bounce range, right? Which is a fake out. People start to be hopium bulls. When high time frame support is very much towards the downside. We had a monthly close as of yesterday. We had a bi-monthly close for the first time in 2026. So I wrote some tweets about that as well. We are still below the pivotal level of 0.5. If we can't show strength above 70.8K on Bitcoin specifically, then we're going lower. So I detailed that specifically in this tweet, quite a lot of, just concise details about why this is important, why you need to understand that it takes time. I then also tweeted about a few other things too here, Craig. So we just had our first bi-monthly, which is our first 2-month close, right? So what this means is basically each candle represents 2 months of price action. Now, what we note in 2018 during the bear cycle and in 2022 was that we actually had a period of 181 days. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 candles where price went down and was bearish until we then put in a consolidation pattern and had a bullish close. Now, those candles following the 181 days weren't necessarily a huge rip to the upside, but they consolidated at that range. So what that means is that we actually saw price start to be like, okay, well, sellers are maybe exhausted here. We're going to chill here for a little bit longer, so over a couple of months period, and then maybe we have 1 or 2 moves more down. So we actually had 1 move down further in 2023, and we had 1 move down further in 2019. So one could argue, Craig, is that we probably still maintain significant bearish bias because our pivot, which means if price closes below 119K at the end of April, which is arguably nearly 90% going to happen, then inevitably we're going to have another bi-monthly close to the downside, which means we are probably approaching where we start to be in a pattern. What we saw in the last 2 bear cycles is that around May this year, we might start to May, June, July, we might start to sort of bottom out a little bit and really create that higher time frame range that I'm looking for. That's my buy signal. That's when I'm keen to buy Solana. That's when I'm keen to buy Ethereum. That's when I'm keen to buy Hyperliquid. That's when I'm keen to maybe dabble a little bit into memes and buy some Bitcoin, because that shows me that sellers are exhausted. We're starting to create a really nice support level and resistance level, and we're holding up at those levels. So now the big last point here is is the bi-monthly doesn't necessarily give you a bottom. So the green time bars at the top, so 730 days, 546, 668, and 607 was just basically an average. What you notice about these is that historically it takes around that 600 to 700 day mark before the 2-month stochastic crosses back bullish. So that's not going to share you the bottom. That's why I like to use it on the monthly, the 2-week, even the weekly as well. But what it does tell you is that once you get that momentum cross on a 3-month, on a 2-month, and a 1-month candle, that's when I'm super bullish, well ahead of anybody else out there, because it's giving me that signal that we are crossing back bullish and that time has now played out this bear market. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see all-time highs straight away, but it confirms that the momentum has shifted from sellers, okay, back into buyers and into a potential uptrend to follow in the consequent months and arguably years. So that is historically going to see us probably cross back bullish in around Q2 in 2027. So again, Craig, we have ample time to accumulate in 2026 here, in my opinion, on Bitcoin specifically.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, that should be viewed as probably pretty bullish news. I think, you know, if you've had a long period of time, which typically bear markets are, well, they feel long anyway, the opportunity to accumulate there is so valuable, because obviously in a bull market, price can move quite quickly to the upside, so you kind of can miss entries. Whereas the good news is I think we're going to have plenty of time for us and the viewers to be buying some pretty cheap cryptos. When and where? Obviously, you're talking about what was that? Q1, Q2, 27.
Probably Q1, Q2, 2027 is when the bi-monthly probably starts to cross back bullish.
Gotcha. Yeah, and the way, I mean, that's not even that long, man.
No.
Like, I know it sounds like a long time, but for me, to give me a year worth of buying opportunities, oh man, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Like we've spoken about on the channel before, there'll be plenty of opportunities of metas running. We're talking Bitcoin specifically here, but there'll be things pop off. There are going to be things that pop off from now till then. So it's not like we're saying, oh, okay, guys, there's no action in the market for 12 months. It's not like that. There'll be something that was seen. So it's just about keeping your ears to the ground, keeping locked in. And I guess that's the beauty of viewing the show, is you don't have to be completely plugged in like you and me are. Obviously, we do it full time. So it's a little bit easier for us to do it than, say, someone working as a teacher, a personal trainer, an accountant, whatever they're doing day to day. You don't always have the time to be studying these things so much, and certainly not keeping your finger on the pulse. But I'm good with that, dude. I'm good with 27, Q1, Q2, starting to get some bullish momentum. I guess got to get your stables up, get your cash up, start earning money, guys. Start earning cash so you can take advantage of those dips. And another lesson in keeping dry powder on the side and taking profits on the way up into stables, so you're ready for these fantastic prices we're going to probably be gifted with. People might look at it like a curse. Better to look at it like a gift. So no, I'm good with that, Greeny.
Okay, question for you, Craig. Do you think metals put in a new all-time high again in 2026? Wow. With all this geopolitical tension, with the strength in these charts, or is this a macro lower high taking place already on silver and gold over the coming weeks, potentially months?
Yeah, like a double top.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bloody good question. I'm just looking at the charts erratically now. Let's have a look. Oh man, I don't actually know, dude. I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Have metals topped, or will they go higher?
I think I'll give you go.
I'm gonna say I reckon they might go higher.
Okay, Nigma just said he's on an excursion, so he gets to listen in to us live today. I love it, bro. Thanks for tuning in, bro. So I mean, you think it goes higher, new all-time highs?
I think there's a chance, man. If political tension continue, war.
Yeah. Okay.
It unfortunately needs a catalyst. Yeah. Otherwise, I think we were possibly starting to see these break down. So it's quite a tricky one to call, man. Like, for me personally, I'm not the most well versed in metals, to be honest. I purchased in 21 silver and I made some decent money, but I wasn't even watching charts, bro. Like, I was just like, oh, it's up X amount, time to sell. I'm a bit more observant of it now, but I certainly couldn't call myself any sort of expert just yet. my learning's underway. You're probably a bit more versed, Greeny, in this.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense from it. You got to think about it. Yeah, again, it's the GTG framework that I've spent 10 years building. And how I like to think about price is it goes through stages, right? So if you want to win in a trade, if you want to win in an investment, it doesn't matter the market conditions. It follows this very simple framework, and that's structure, narrative, execution, review. And it's as simple as that, Craig. And I've designed that for the GTG members. But basically, how that works is you look at price structure. There's a lot of strength in this chart, okay? I mean, if we look at gold, it's actually closer to an all-time high than silver is. So my thoughts are gold will continue to do well. Silver will obviously run as a beta to that, and a lot of people were like, "Wait, is silver basically a meme coin of metals?" And you could argue that, yeah, it's more volatile. Okay, it's a lower market cap. It's going to take less money to move it. So I believe, from a structure standpoint, there is room to go high here after a really nice correction. But I mean, if you start to zoom out, like there is room here, but we're coming down pretty aggressively. But if you keep having a look at these charts, the more we zoom out, the more it's like we're actually above the weekly pivot here. We're above the 5-day pivot. We're above the monthly pivot as well. And we just had a monthly close. So, I mean, we could stay up here for a long time, because if you start to stay up here for a long time, Craig, that's when you add the next step in the GTG framework, and that's narrative. Now, if you have geopolitical tension, you have just issues worldwide, you have the cost of living expenses, then naturally the narrative is quite bullish from a fundamental standpoint on these assets. So if you've got a combination of structural strength, fundamental strength, well then, yeah, it's probably not going to be a bad trade or a bad hold heading into the future. So I kind of agree with you. I think we do see continuation of metals in 2026. I don't know how long it'll last. I think, as always, we don't know. We're just making market analysis based on our education, based on our knowledge, based on our experience, based on our skills. But I would say that, yeah, like I could easily see this continuing up towards that $6,000 mark for gold specifically, and probably back towards, yeah, over 100s here on silver. And I'm in the silver trade. Shout out to Nigma for that as well in the GTG community. But yeah, very curious to see what happens globally, I suppose, after the war over the weekend, which is interesting.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. And also, it looks like the trend is still up if you zoom out on silver and gold. From my limited understanding, am I right? Silver typically tops out before gold.
Oh, so, dude, I know. I'd have to have a look at that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought I saw something like that. So silver can run harder, but can top out earlier than gold. So that might be a warning sign for the gold bugs out there, if you're looking for indicators.
Okay, remember here, let's work that out. So April 2011 and January 1980. Okay, so April 2011. So yep. So silver topped before gold in August 2011, and gold topped in February 20. Yeah, so yep, you are right, Craig. So silver does top, guys. There you go, live on the show. Silver does generally top before gold tops in historical price action. Dude, it's crazy to think. Oh, dude, coming from crypto and then going and looking at a chart that says 1980 on it. Oh my God. I wasn't even alive, bro. I wasn't even alive. Were you alive then, Greg? I don't know.
I was born in the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. So yeah, man. It's interesting. If only I had bought it sometime there. Look how long you had to hold for though to get upside, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's like exactly like you get expansive waves, then you get a long accumulation period, okay? Expansive waves, long accumulation. This is a great example, a great visual example of why I always stress that 80% of the time price goes in a range, 20% of the time it goes parabolic to the upside, to the downside, right? So it's fascinating. Yeah, Andrew says in the comments, notice no oil pumps being hit in Iran yet. Looking forward to the block. I mean, I'm not going to comment whether I'm looking forward to that or not. But I'm going to say that one way or another, whether it's going to influence and I mean, further to that point, like I spoke about earlier in the show, it's going to influence other things. Like flights from Australia had to be converted back. Like they were midair and they had to turn around and fly all the way back to Australia because the Middle East was obviously happening, all the occurrences over the weekend, right? So yeah, there's direct correlation that you can start to form, but there's also indirect correlation that you can start to form as well. So the world's in an interesting space, man. It's in such a, I mean, people on crypto Twitter are worried about paid ads, bro. There's so much bigger things than bloody paid ads on Twitter. That's why I don't comment about it, Craig. I actually put a tweet up last night saying the amount of like idiots that just comment and think they're professionals and celebrities so they can talk about stuff. Like I put this up, like it's pretty common across all social media. It's not even just X, but there's this weird disease on CT where everyone thinks they're a celebrity and expert or somehow qualified to comment on everything at once. Macro, AI, DeFi, regulation, order flow, geopolitics, you name it, they've got to take. The problem is they barely understand the surface level of what they're speaking on. They just want to farm engagement, okay? I don't know why I keep liking my own posts. That's weird. The algorithm rewards people who are loud, not necessarily accurate. That's a huge one I've seen recently. I mean, I could literally call out some of the biggest calls right now for just farming engagement. And then in the comments, someone goes, that's actually not true. And they're like, yeah, I know. But they'll post it and they get hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, okay, well, you're just showing me I'm muting your profile. Like, it's as simple as that to me. So like, there's no value. And the real point about being a social media presence these days is if you actually care about longevity, protect your credibility. Engagement comes and goes, but reputation and trust will last a lifetime.
Yeah, spot on, Greeny. Yeah, look, there's a lot of commentators out there that obviously don't read all the stuff. You can get caught out by a few fake posts. There's a couple of ones that a few big names have put out today that were completely inaccurate about, including Cointelegraph, actually. I woke up early this morning. It was about 4 a.m. and I saw Cointelegraph had put out a post saying X had banned crypto and gambling completely. And then I woke up at 7 a.m. and I saw they're taking it down. I was like, you guys are ruthless, man. You've gone in there. It's just a hit piece, got heaps of engagement and then got delete. So tweet delete, right?
Yeah.
Even from the big boys like that. So it's like, man, you're going to confuse a lot of people. Caught me out at 4 a.m. So,
well, I mean, just to talk on that point, it was a bit of a gray area. It was still listed on the list, but that list had been around for years.
Okay.
And then they updated it and removed it as of this morning. So
yeah. So from our point of view, for the creators who are perhaps watching now, our understanding is you can disclose your ads, if you want to call it an ad, or your post, disclose it as paid. The main issue at the moment is that obviously ad block. So you can see it on mobile, no problem with the app on X, but you just can't see it if you've got a browser with ad blockers, which everybody unfortunately has. So it's going to take a little bit of time for X probably to iron that out. So we'll continue to work with them as best we can. Obviously with Greeny and I, we disclose everything because the day you get caught out not disclosing, man, it's not so good, man. It's a bad look and it's hard to get your credibility back. That's what I've learned in life. I had that told to me by a few smart people when I was a bit younger and a bit naughtier, and that stuck with me for a long time, dude. Someone said to me, man, getting your credibility back is a lot harder than just keeping it. And I was like,
oh, dude, 100%. Trust me, I messed up in the past when I was at university and at college, and my reputation would be tarnished. Like there'd be people who still have that opinion, and I haven't been in college for 11 years, bro, and they would still have the same opinion. Image. Yeah, or he was a loser, or he was an idiot, or he just didn't give a shit about something. Like, humans are so funny, man. Like and as a teacher, like. Previously, before I was a qualified teacher, I worked as an educator for 6 years as well at a after school care. So like I've been working with people for like 10 plus years. Psychology is fascinating. Psychology of parents, psychology of children, psychology of teenagers, psychology of high schoolers, psychology of other teachers. Fascinating, man, fascinating. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. Polymarket attracts record trading world volume as US Iran bets top 529 million. Really sad, Craig. I can't believe I'm going to comment on this, but like a prediction market about military strikes on a sovereign nation now sits alongside presidential election bets as one of the most traded contracts the platform has ever hosted. What, like, ethics? No ethics anymore. Gambling is just the hyper gambling of everything. I mean, the ZEET gambling as well. People just wasting their money away on ZEET over the weekend. Like, sorry, not their money, but their ZEETs away. Like, people have an issue. Like, I remember, like, I'm sure it was the same when you were growing up, but like when we were like 18 to 23, gambling, you'd go to the casino or you'd go like throw a few bucks on a sports bet game every now and then. It's like literally entertainment these days. We went and had a look at Twitch and Kick recently, Craig, and there's 100,000 people watching gamblers right now across multiple platforms. it's actually it's a worry. But I mean, what's your thoughts on this? Like the fact that this is that next level. This is actually a humanitarian thing. Like, what's your comment on this? A little bit wise, a little bit older than myself.
My thoughts on it, I personally don't bet on these things because I think it's bad karma, man. You know, people might not believe in that. I guess the point I'm making is I keep away from it. I feel bad for the people there and the people involved, but I mean, I could argue both ways. I understand people will because there's money to be made. I could actually argue with me, unfortunately, but me personally, as a human, I don't. I just feel this is going to sound so like airy fairy and hippie of me, but it disrupts my peace. And I don't want to take advantage of a bad situation. I know we spoke about oil. I feel like that's a little bit different. You're betting on it's not betting. If you're buying gold and silver because of the conflict, whereas this for me is just, I don't know, man. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me. I guess that's the most simple way I can say it. I can't even explain it. I guess the way I grew up in South Africa. There was a lot of conflict there. You know, seeing kids basically dying on the side of the road. I just can't put money behind it. It just feels wrong. And maybe I'm just old and jaded and being too soft, maybe. But that's just me. That's just me.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna compound on your thoughts. Like ethically, it's just like it's so wrong, man. It's so wrong. You are taking advantage of a extremist like death event, and what you're happy and praising that you made 500 million, dude. I'm just not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that.
Nah, and I think for me personally, I prefer to make money. It kind of feels like blood money, that in a way.
Yeah, that's a good description of it. Yeah,
like blood diamonds back in the day, right? It's like people have died for you to get that win. I can't have that on my ledger when I look. I don't know if there's a heaven and a hell, man. We won't get into that deep chat, but I'm just trying to keep myself as squeaky clean as I can, brother, in case I ever have to answer. So I don't know if anyone believes in vibrations or what you attract sort of things to yourself. And you and I were talking offline, and we've really worked, like Greeny and I, just side note, guys, Greeny and I have worked really hard in the first quarter of this year on our brand, on doing things right, getting things set up as best we can. Greeny's done GTG educational stuff. He's been pumping that out. Like, we're trying to move in the right way, in an ethical way, where we provide value to you guys. And I just don't want to muddy the waters by being like, oh, I made $2,000 because a whole bunch of people got annihilated. Like,
exactly.
I'll make money on things where humans don't suffer. Whether I'm right or wrong, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it doesn't matter. But I guess it matters to me and how I will feel. So I'm going to just I'm one of those people that believes if you work really hard, the universe will give you what you deserve. Yeah. So that's enough for me, bro. I don't need to make money on this.
No, I back that. I back that. To put taught on that, in the past month, we actually did see a decline in volume overall on prediction markets. So my question to you before we do move on, actually one more topic around Kalshi as well. Do you think that prediction markets have topped now, Craig, here in January, February 2026, or is there still interest worldwide? Because just to give you a little bit more context, but one of our friends on the Bodogo show, Kicks, so speculator art, whatever his buddy username is on X, he had this he had a trade. He was up money on it, and they closed it because it was a death trade, and he actually walked away unprofitable because it actually didn't resolve to what the trade had won. However, he was arguing, well, hold on, if a market is like, you should pay out whatever was paid, like the winning profiting trade at the end of that market, rather than just completely making it void, right? So Kalshi came out and updated theirs, so about death markets as well. But Kix's main comment was, well, if like he puts a bet on, say, I don't know, like a basketball player, right, winning MVP, but they die. Like, I mean, or Scotty Scheffler winning the golf and he dies. Like, you're not making a prediction based on someone dying. And if they actually do die, well, then like, how does that work? So I don't know, man. It's the ambiguity, the complex nature of this, the fact that they even have to have this. It's just, it's just it's weird. I just not, it's just, you're right, man. Like as someone, I love to have a punt. I love to have a punt, but like this is just next level unethical in my opinion.
So I agree. I think look, there's so many things we can bet on.
Why do we money bet elsewhere? Yeah, exactly.
like the thing with the sports game, if you bet on that, the worst thing is someone's left sad because their team lost. That's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I agree, I don't think they should offer death markets. I personally don't, and I don't think they should pay on it, and I don't think we should be reveling in the fact that someone died ever. No matter, human life is so valuable, no matter what you think of that person, and it's man, yuck! What have we become, dude? It's embarrassing. Humans are embarrassing. It is
actually embarrassing. I agree. I'm not a fan of that shit at all.
If there's aliens watching us from above, they got to be shaking their heads, man, going, these primitive apes. Like, we look like such apes. Shout out to the apes in the room. No disrespect to you, sorry, as well.
GM to you, 40-year-old DGen, thanks for tuning in as well, legend. Enclave's good to see you here. Rocky, good to see you here as well. Hyperliquid, Craig, the trade that continues to be the trade, continues to show a lot of strength. I had a spot order hit at 26, so I'm up already, like, I don't even know, what's that, 25%? Or a little bit less, about 20%. So a lot of strength here. I still think you're going to have time. I still think, like, this is a macro low high. We came in, we grabbed a little bit of this weekly liquidity, so that means that it's basically invalidated now. We still have this weekly order block that we have not hit yet. So for me, look, stay patient. Still macro low high. I think we'll probably, anyway, like you come all the way up to here. I might look for a short, to be honest, back up to here and trade back towards probably the 0.705, back towards this weekly order block. I mean, like I just said at the start of the show, if you're bullish on crypto, you will have ample time in 2026 to accumulate, probably into 2027, based on the high time frame analysis of Bitcoin, right? So go back and watch. If you're just tuning in now, go back and watch the start, because I give you a breakdown on the bi-monthly and the monthly charts for Bitcoin. So, Craig, I mean, we might just have to accept the fact that Hyperliquid might never go below $20. Again, I think it goes back towards $22, $24, but maybe it doesn't go sub $20, which, I mean, would be just so much strength when you do think about it.
It's annoying, man.
It is annoying.
I'm sure there's a lot of people on the timeline, because I've been saying semi-vocally that I'm waiting for $20 just to rustle a few jimmies. And also I am actually waiting for that price, to be honest. 20 to 24, like you said. But I obviously say 20 because it sounds more dramatic, and obviously the Hyperliquid bulls out there get a bit rustled. But like you said, great show of strength, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, this just shows how good this token is. And in a raging bear market, wowee, man, this thing's going to potentially fly. I agree with you, though. Plenty of time. Could be a year. We might have a year. So I will sit and wait. I will sit and wait patiently for my $24 to $20 price to come in. If it doesn't hit that and we enter a bull market, I'll just buy a little bit higher.
I'd rather, I'd rather buy strength too.
The issue I have with buying now is we have upwards of a year that it can go lower. That's just too long for me. That's too long for me to buy and hold. I would just sit back. I think at the end of the day, this will pull back. I just don't know when. So I'm in no hurry. And that's probably the best advice I can give to traders or listeners out there, is be patient. Maybe we don't get it. Maybe we don't get it, but there's no harm in just watching and being a voyeur for a while here, guys.
Exactly, bro. And there will always be other opportunities. That's how crypto works. That's how markets work. Okay, there will always be a rotation. There'll always be a trend. For me specifically, like, I would much rather buy strength later in the bear cycle than worry about missing a little relief rally here. Like, sick. If you caught it, amazing. Take profit, because I've seen worse things happen later in the cycle. So, I mean, just to comment a little bit further on that, Craig, as well. Like this, it's so obvious here. What is, like, it is arguably the only altcoin. I think it is, like, if I go through my list, I think it's the only altcoin that is outperforming Bitcoin over the past couple of years. So that in itself already tells you the lesson that you need to understand is narratively and structurally, which follows the GTG framework, which we educate you in GTG. It literally makes so much sense to probably look at getting some exposure to this later this year.
Totally agree. Like, as much as I said I'm patient, I want this coin.
Yeah, you do.
I want to own Hyperliquid. Bitcoin and Hyperliquid are, I've spoken about this. It's not like I'm speaking out of the box here. People are like, oh my God, Craig, that's magnificent, that call. Yeah. I think it's a call that is steady.
Yeah.
Whereby Bitcoin's my safe-ish bet.
Yeah.
And then Hyperliquid's kind of your outlier, but it shows great strength. I'm hoping it's going to pull a Sol-like move. The fact you can go on there and trade when markets are closed, oil, silver, gold, dude, that's epic. Like, to obviously find the price of oil, I had to go on Hyperliquid. So I was almost forced to go there. Like, if you're forced to go somewhere to purchase, that's a good product.
Yeah.
So any Hyperliquid bulls out there or teams, give us a call. We'd love to work with you as well.
Further to the point, Craig, this chart screams even more strength than the Bitcoin chart, Craig.
Wow, yeah, that's magnificent. Yeah, it's a good coin. Good coin, guys. If you're in this, congrats. Great trade. She's strong, real strong. It's annoyingly strong, but bodes well for the next bull run. Bodes really well. As long as everything stays as is, I think that's going to end up being a great trade, man. And I look forward to making a large amount of money on it if I can.
Yeah. So talk to me. What other trends do you think emerge heading into the next few years of crypto?
That's a really, really tricky question. I think AI continues as a narrative. I think crypto continues to try and marry with it in some shape or form and kind of coattail ride AI. So I think AI will become more and more prominent, and I think crypto will attempt to establish a bond with it and move with it. I think we will start to see big pullbacks in metals, gold, equities, possibly real estate. And I think we're going to see random metas pop off in between. We had hints of NFT metas starting to pop. Then we obviously had the war. That kind of squashed that a little bit. But I actually think NFTs, and I don't necessarily mean the blue chips here, I mean fresh mints. I think gambling opportunities. I think people want to gamble. And I think NFTs are an opportunity to do that. Again, sorry, it wasn't just war that did it. Magic Eden taking away their support of said assets. The timing was poor, bro. Things were just starting to breathe. Like, I couldn't believe their timing of it. Did we even speak on that yet?
Yeah, we did. We did speak on that last week.
So yeah, that kind of, we started to see ordinals run. We saw normies start to run. We started to see ETH-based NFTs make a move. I don't mean the blue chips, although the blue chips did start to move north as well, just a touch. And then Magic Eden came and put a bloody death blow onto it, just hammered it. So I was like, oh man. So I feel like the meta was just forming and then got taken away. So I think we'll see a revival of that once new marketplaces become apparent. But it's hard to call what metas will come just because they're always unique, or not even unique, rewrapped. I think ZEET could have a run. The main reason being there's not much competition, dude. And I think people are very bored. That's the main reason. I think if it came when a lot of other things were going, it may not have run as hard. Let's see, dude. Let's see. It's obviously InfoFi based. Obviously, InfoFi is getting a bit crushed on X. So it does have a bit of an uphill battle there. If it launched like in the bull run, bro, and InfoFi was going hammer and tong, I think that would have sent. Timing might be, look, maybe the timing's good because there's not much else we can gamble on at the moment, man. So what's your thoughts on that specifically?
I disagree with your bullish take for NFTs. I think they're going to struggle, and Magic Eden is proof of that pudding. We've already seen OpenSea farm us yet again for the past year. And I think the trends emerging now aren't the same trends that emerged last year, let alone 24, 23, 22, 21. So I think it's a fascinating, oh man, I'll comment on that. Is that about Apecoin? I will comment on that.
Great win.
Yeah, look at this chart, Craig. It's diminishing. Like, it is worrying how much, like, this is Ethereum. Like, and Ethereum is number one for NFTs, right? It is worrying on the volume just decline of that completely altogether. So if we have let me just zoom in a little bit. Oh my gosh.
What's that, 21 million? Was that the total volume?
Hold on. It's just absolutely, dude, what is happening on this website? Oh my God. Okay, there we go. All right, we're back. All right. So there is 200 grand of volume on Ethereum NFTs in just the past couple of days. So usually it averages between around, a couple mil Is this per week? Per 3 days. Okay, per 3 days. So, well, it does say daily, but it looks like every change is about a 3-day period. So, yeah, look, I mean, this is not a chart that you want to be seeing. This is not a chart that you want to be
seeing. And that goes
seeing.
against everything I just said for now. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, I think blue chips will have a place, but they're going to be treated more as art, rather than an asset that people are going to go to. Like we saw punks get to 250. We saw apes only get to like 50, 60. We saw pudgies in late 24, early 25 get to like, 100 and something, around 100-ish. We saw them rally again in 2025 to mid 60s-ish K. So I struggled to see a world where NFTs do well again. I mean, it's just hard, man. Like I think yes, the fun side of it, like cheap mints, new communities, new opportunities is probably there, but you're going to have to trade in and out of them. It's the same consensus. Those people who are going to struggle with crypto are those same people who are going to be locked and loaded into trades and forget that you need to be adaptable and trade trends and take profits aggressively and cut weakness and whatnot as well. So for me specifically, guys, if you are new here, drop a follow or drop a sub on the channel. We're hitting new records on YouTube. Love to see it. Hey, working. Algo's working. So for me specifically on NFTs, I think the future is quite dim, which is a polarizing opinion compared to you. I mean, any rebuttal from you, or is that a fair take?
I mean, what I'm talking about specifically is cheap mints that run 5-10x, but they run from $20 to 200.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And you'll see in 23, obviously that was the start of a bull run, but there were spikes. So we did have a big run on open editions during the bear market. I'm not saying that's going to happen again. I think though the meta will be cheap mints with a quick flick. So in and out, not holding. So I don't know in what shape or form that'll come. Look, when I say NFTs, I don't even necessarily mean art. I just mean something that can be collected in the hope of higher price. I just don't know what form it'll take. But I agree with you on a zoomed out perspective. It's not looking great, man. It's not looking great. I just think there'll be gamblers out there that want to see a $10 NFT go to 200, and then the $200 NFT will go to 0. And it will happen in a week. It'll happen in 2 days. It'll be quick.
Don't get me wrong. There'll be trades and trends like there always has been, there always will be, and you've got to be locked in and take those opportunities on. And that's what we dominated this cycle. My Mad Lads trade, we like a 17x at the start of the cycle. We traded ordinals. We traded the Ethereum NFTs. There will come periods of time, but if anything, it's getting slower and quicker. Sorry, it's getting quicker and quicker, the trends at which they die. So you got to be early. You got to be aggressively taking profit or aggressively having invalidation, and then getting completely out of the trade and moving completely to the next opportunity or into stables or into cash, because trends like this are absolutely sending to 0. All right. So one of the commenters in the chat asked about Apecoin. So let me update you about why you should really avoid any altcoins for the foreseeable future, if not your life. Lol. If you have a look here, this is on a daily time frame. Now, structurally, we are still making lower lows. So the bottom is not in lower lows, lower highs. That means that on a really low time frame, you are basically holding your portfolio of this to 0. It has no strength. There is no. Okay, so let's talk through that, Craig. From a structure perspective, again, I apply every trade, every investment I ever do into the GTG framework. Which, if you want to learn how to apply that, check out GTG. It's down below. Again, it's built on 10 years of experience. Okay, and I've looked at tens of thousands of charts. If you look at this, structure looks very weak. It looks very bearish, okay? Narrative, very weak, very bearish. Why would I hold a NFT collections token in 2026? We've just talked about the demise of NFT volume. Why on earth would I want to hold a derivative of that, and that being the token itself? Again, the ecosystem of apes, we don't even know what's happening there. There's that much dilution that you don't know, well, do I need to hold the token? Do I need to hold the ape? Do I need to hold a bloody coda? Like, what do I need to hold to get any exposure to the whatever they're building? And will that even translate back to the NFT holders or the coin tokens? I would say probably not. That's not how a business runs. And we've seen that with Pudgy Penguins even more recently, okay? They're not getting any benefits from the business that is supposedly doing okay out there as well. Now let me zoom out for you, okay? This is the worrying time. That is a weekly chart. Dude, you do not want to hold any token that looks like that, okay? Let me zoom out even more, okay? This is the monthly. Like, oh, dude, look at this. Like, it is just, this is a great example of where all altcoins and arguably all meme coins are going. They are going all to zero over time. All currencies trend to zero. Most stocks trend to zero. Okay, most crypto assets trend to zero. You trade the trend when it's there. And if, I mean, unless you're in a short, okay, here, this is a massive avoid for me, Craig. Any comment outside of that from you?
I remember trading this at $6 to $8 and staking it, man, back in 22, 23. So I remember, yeah, it's wild that it's 10 cents. I'm like, holy, down from $6 when I was trading it. Yeah, my comment on it is, yeah, it all goes to zero except hopefully Bitcoin. But yeah, alts and memes are diabolical, bro. And the longer I'm in the space, the more I the more I understand that, and I understand holding the shite. Imagine staking this, man.
Dude, this is down 99.5%. Okay, even from this high here, where you got, I mean, multiple highs here. Okay, it is down 99.2%, down 99.2%. As I said, these things can go to zero. Now, let me just show you. Can it go down another 9? I mean, look at it. It's not even at where price is. Okay, can this go down to another 90%? Absolutely, bro. Like, that's the thing. Things that have gone down 90% are not going to bounce back. Okay, I promise you. I promise. Please listen to me. I promise. Okay, join GGG, where I give you weekly spot updates about this. You can quiz me at any time. You can ping me, and I'll give you this analysis in the community. Okay. These things are absolute dog shit, and they're going to zero.
Amen. Yeah, they sure are. Get to the safety of Bitcoin, everyone. It's an easier ride, man. For anyone who was heavy in alts and meme coins in 23, 24, 25, there was some money to be made. But man, if you failed this, probably stick to some Bitcoin, man. It's a lot easier.
Trade the trends.
And understand you got to take profit. If you're up 2x and you're celebrating and dancing around the room, sell, man, sell. Take your initials at least, please, for the love of God. Just saw your post. Did you cave and ape hype?
No, bro. No, bro. Eli, don't tune in now. We already spoke about that like 20 minutes ago. Hold on, I'll talk about that shortly. Okay, last comment from that commenter about Apechain. NFTs, Greeny, they're doing well, and they have other side coming too. Fundamentally, I just explained that. Like, why would you hold a token where you don't know whether other side or NFT, like that doesn't translate back to the token? If the token was doing strong, if the chain, the ecosystem was doing strong, the chart would show that. It would have higher lows, it would have higher highs, or it would be rounding out. Like, I mean, a great example of a rounding out bottom that I always love to come back to is Link, okay? It'll come and do, like, this is what I want to find in a bear cycle, okay? Unless you see something like this where it's showing you equal lows, okay, over a long period of time, distribution below is fine, okay, that's grabbing the liquidity, that's stacked under here, that's how price works, okay, we teach you this in GGG, I'll reiterate that point every show, okay, this is a clear bottom starting to form, okay, where price goes sideways. Apecoin is literally doing the opposite. It is literally doing this, all right, where's my drawer, where's my path here? Apecoin is literally doing this, okay, it's literally going to zero, and most altcoins are going to be doing that as well. So again, it's hard to hear, and I hate to do this to you. I could fill you full of hopium. I could fill you full of bullshit, but that's not what we do at Market Mates, Craig. We are authentic. We are organic. We are educators, and we give it to you real. So if you appreciate realism, smash the sub, smash the follow, okay? Because that's what you get on this show every single day. Now, yes, I have seen the show, Mr. In Between. Eli asked about Hyperliquid. No, bro. I don't FOMO into shit. Okay, that like for the fit, like you know that I don't FOMO.
No, he does know. He's trolling, surely.
But just to comment on that, no. I as I said, I still think we're going to get Hyperliquid back towards $22 later this year. Like that. I trust me. I think we will. Like, there's no strength in this chart.
I'm betting on it.
There's no strength in this chart, Eli. Like, you've got multiple wicks here as well. Multiple wicks here happening. Okay. And if you look at Bitcoin on the bi-monthly chart as well, where are we? Where is it? Here it is. Like Bitcoin does not, like, Bitcoin's not nowhere near finished dumping yet. Okay. 113 is a pivot. We're literally 50K away from that on the monthly, let alone the 2 monthly, which we just got to close off. Like, it looks horrendous. We're at 119 is the pivot on the 2 monthly. Like, that's 55K about where price is. So, like, yeah, dude, pressure to the downside. time is your friend. Bear markets I love bear markets because you get great opportunities, but we're not going to get a great opportunity until later this year, in my opinion. Now, it could front run us. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, May, Q2, Q3. Okay, could be where we start to bottom. Okay. But I still think you're going to have ample time. I mean, if this comes back up and revisits my amazing short range, hell yeah, I'll be looking for a short, bro. Like, look at it. Like, that is like distribution, rejection. Come up here, baby. Give me that. Give me, yeah. Like, that's how I'm going to be trading Hyperliquid in the coming months, bro. Can't wait to trade this back to $8. Can't wait. Back into this weekly order block down here. Nah, just kidding. I don't think it actually goes that low. There's so much strength here, but I do think it revisits this weekly order block at about 24 to 22. And then we decide what happens in crypto markets globally, as well as other markets as well. I mean, I mean, you spoke about at the start of your show, Craig. Like, there's no, like, this isn't slowing down. Okay, USDT and USDC volume is market cap, distribution, percentage, dominance. That's what I'm looking for. Dominance. It is not slowing down. And so what you see here is strength here, at least for the foreseeable future, until I start to see literally all of the analysis that I look at change. Nah.
Yeah.
Not interested. I bought at 26. I mean, I'm up, what, 20% already. I bought at 26, had a couple grand in it at 26. So I'm in profit. Like, I'm not like in a spot bag, but I'm patient. I'm a patient man. And 10 years in crypto will teach, and 10 years in trading, Craig, will teach you to be a patient man. It will teach you.
It does. It does. And it makes long time horizons for other people like a year seem quite short. What is he lying about? Yeah, no, I'm the same as you, bro. Patience. I'm gagging to get $20. I'll wait and I'll be stoked when I get there. And if it goes lower, I'll DCA further. But while USDT dominance is skyrocketing, I need to see that break down first, amongst a whole bunch of other stuff we look at, like Bitcoin dominance. There's a lot of stuff we look at. Tune in day to day, guys. We're running through everything we look at. We show you how to, like what I said last week, we show you how to bake the cake. You got to bake it yourself, but we'll give you all the ingredients. But no, Eli, I'm going to wait. I am very bullish on hype, though. I am very bullish on it, but I'm going to wait for my entry because I'm not going to buy and then get dumped on and have to hold it for a year underwater. That's just going to annoy me. So
well, I mean, like, I hate to be devil's advocate, but there's been plenty of positions that you're probably still doing that already, right? NFTs, meme coins and abstract, probably some other examples. Like, I'm not keen to get myself into any more damage. Yeah, based on those. Yeah, that's exactly right. So now because of that pain I've suffered, I'm not keen to cut myself anymore. Yeah. So great show. Shout out to our new partners, BTCC. Guys, literally, you can get up to 30K deposit bonus rewards. Okay, 10% deposit bonus, 30K rewards in the hub. Highly recommend checking it out. It's no KYC, it's no VPN, so you can literally, sign up anywhere in the globe. Now, this is literally the first partner I've ever had, Craig, that US people can really get stuck in and trade on this platform. So it's so nice that we can finally do that as well. But here's the market. Here's the page. Let me bring it up. Okay, here it is. Check it out. It is loading in right now. But massive shout out to BTCC for partnering with us. We can't wait to bring you plenty of opportunities. As you can see here, trusted for 14 plus years. 40% lower trading fees. They have VIP as well if you're a whale. Okay, up to 500x leverage for you gamblers out there. No KYC, no VPN, guys. Trade up to 350 plus tokens on crypto, plus stocks, commodities, FX. They literally have everything on there, guys. So highly recommend checking it out. Before we do leave, do you want to do that giveaway, Craig? I mean, we can do that giveaway if you want. Yeah,
we can bang it out. We'll see if the big fella's out. I did put a giveaway up on my X saying I'd give away 200 Yeets, which obviously is enough to buy a rare pack. Zeets. Did I say Yeets again? Zeets. Thanks for the similar name, guys. Which is enough to buy the rare pack. Obviously, that goes live in. Unfortunately for you and me, it's midnight our time, Greeny.
I'm not doing it. I'm not that fascinated to do it. Am I? Do I stay up till 1? It's 1 a.m. I'm pretty sure, Craig.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So it's 12, in an hour and 50 minutes. Oh no, maybe you're right. Maybe it is midnight. Yeah.
12. I did the conversion last night. Yeah, it's 12. It's still pretty rough, bro. I'm going to bed early these days. I was in bed last night at 9:30, man. It was phenomenal. So
I'm in bed at 9 every night.
I know. Yeah, I'm on a good run though. I'm 2 weeks on. It's feeling good. So I'm not sure I'm especially keen to dig myself out of that routine. Do you think these sell out?
Schweppes, You win the giveaway. Congrats. Hit up Craig DM. Congrats on winning the giveaway. A long-term fan. He's been doing a lot of clips for the show. Massive shout. Happy for him to win.
Just also Grok picked that, by the way, guys. So I had Grok pick it, and when I saw it was him, I was like, well, that's a no-brainer. The dude's a real human. I know that for one, so that's a star. So Schweppes, if you want to send me a DM, I'll send those Zeets to you. I understand we can gift them now, which is we can actually give them away. Shout out to all the people that gambled away all these Zeets and got some refunded by the team. Why'd they refund?
I would not. Okay, one, I would not refund. People asked me about how much I would sell mine for. I was like, I worked hard to earn these things, and people are like handing them away for like $10. I'm like, no chance, bro. I was like, if you want 1,000 ETH, you pay me $500. I was like, nah, premium. Like, I have 19,000. I'm not just handing them out for free, bro. Like, I've
seen $200 for 1,000 going at the moment.
Nah, that's too cheap. That's too cheap.
But no, shout out to Schweppes. I'll send you a DM, brother, because you're a legend. You do actually do shorts for our show, so I'm going to make sure you actually get that reward there. So shout out for you for entering, and good luck to everyone who's minting those tonight. Hopefully you get a couple of Craig and Greeny cards, and we'll let the show begin. Obviously you'll come into our squad, and maybe you can do a bit of earn. Who knows how it's going to play out? I got no idea. All I know is I'm on there, so we'll see how we go. Other than that, Greeny, there was a lot of talking about some quite complex shit. Shout out to all those affected by the war. God bless you guys. Hopefully families are okay. And hopefully we can stream tomorrow with some more bullish news. Shout out to our new partners, BTCC. Awesome to have you guys on board. For the people in the room who don't like the KYC, we've got something for you finally. If you want to stay naughty, you can come over there and do it. So it is great. We can get our US viewers, which are a big chunk involved, no KYC and a deposit bonus. Awesome, guys. And we'll continue to do some promotions and collaborations with them. Greeny, abstract, just real quick. How good is it? The quality of stream over there, look, it's way better.
What do you mean by quality? As in the
sharpness of the...
No, you are right. It has improved the sharpness of it.
And it shows your X viewers now.
Not
just, unfortunately, now you won't be able to tell what your abstract viewers are. Whatever. Greeny's off abstract at the moment, guys. Sorry, I'll bring him back around.
It's not off abstract. I mean, what's the upside there? Like, there's just as a content creator who is my job to content create. It just like it's literally it needs something more. It needs something more. Anyway,
I agree.
Let's comment on this, Craig, before we do walk away. Do you think these sell out? Like, do I need to be staying up till, is it midnight tonight? Yeah, it is midnight tonight.
Midnight, dude.
And what's your plan here? Are you like, this is just creator pack. So basically it'll be a fun game, tournaments. I know you'll be able to get more Zeets in time, but look, does one Zeet equal $1 in the future? Yes. So my question is like, do I even just, I don't know, like, how's this work, Craig? And you said that there's like you can chat in your, don't expect anything from me, guys. I'm not going to be chatting in there. I already have that many bloody things. I struggle to keep up with my bloody DMs on Telegram, bro. My Telegram is just ridiculous.
I hate Telegram, bro. It's a scammer's paradise, isn't it? I hate it.
But
it's so important for creators. It sucks.
It is. It literally all our conversation on Telegram. Do you think this, or Discord, but do you think this sells out? What's your plan here? Like I'm a big dog. I'd go to legendary packs. I'm not a common bro. I'm not a common bro.
Well, for the common bros in the room, I am.
Is this inside information, undisclosed paid advertisement?
Take that to the bank. Eli is an advisor. And what I'm going to do, I'll give you my strat. If I wake up, I've only got 2,000 Zeets, so I'm in a lot worse position than Greeny. Yeah, I'm a poor guy there, so I'm going to.
How much do you want to pay me for 5,000 Zeets?
I don't have enough to pay you, you greedy son of a. I'll give you $50 and a firm handshake, Greeny. No, I will mint one legendary pack, one rare pack, and I'll keep the rest of I'll keep my, because I'm going to give 200 away. How generous am I? I'm giving away 10% of my stack, guys.
That's pretty good.
I think so. I'm a pretty nice guy, but
say yourself, eh?
Yeah, far away.
What was the engagement like on Zeet giveaway?
Worse, much worse than normies, like 10%. So not great, not great.
Not many people are interested. Well. It is a niche. It's a niche area of crypto. I will say that, which is why I'm like
So the data says the NFTs were much hotter meta. Eli, you got to get to working at an advisor, brother. You got to start getting that, cranking that wheel. But no, I will probably spend half my zeets on packs. I'll go legendary and a rare if I wake up, guys. Otherwise, look, are they going to do a TGE? Were they launching a token?
I believe that is the goal eventually. So how's this work? 5 cards per pack, odds. So wait, if I buy a legend, Eli, can you talk us through this? If I buy a legendary pack, it doesn't mean that all my cards are legendary. That seems ridiculous. Oh, so the packs. Oh, it's like the odds of getting something legendary. Yeah. So wait, it's like, so it's gambling. It's what do you call it? It's
not even guaranteed a legendary card.
It's game theory. It's game theory.
You dirty dogs. 85% for a rare though.
15%.
So you're guaranteed a rare if you buy a legendary. It's a bummer you're not guaranteed a legendary, but I guess they need to keep the. So my thought process on this really quickly, guys, is I think you'll be able to burn commons to get rares and legendaries. That's what I think.
So what is the better alpha going for commons? No, 1 slot. Oh, you only get 1 card per pack. Whereas this, you get 5 cards. So you get 1 common, you get 2 commons, 1 rare, and potentially some legendaries.
What's the rare packs, bro? Click on the rare.
You get, so no, 30% rare for the 2 slots, but 70% common. Dude, the odds are not in your favor, bro. The odds are not in your favor.
I might just go 5 rare packs. Eli's probably right. Maybe that is standard for card these days. I'm a bit out the loop with cards.
I'm not a card guy. Not a card guy.
If it fits in within the norms, then I get why they've done it. Geez, that makes a legendary pack look at.
It looks pretty good. Like, okay, well, so here's the alternative, right? You mint, well, you have to mint 5 of these. Oh, it only costs 40 zeets. Oh, okay, no. Okay, never mind. So, okay, let's do this. So 5x, so 5 rare packs, and you don't even get a chance of getting a legendary, but you would have at least 5 commons, and you would have at least potentially another, 10 commons or a couple more rares in that. So I don't know. What is the strategic play here? There's only 1,000 rare. Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to go 1 rare pack, and that's it now that I've seen those numbers.
Oh, really? So you're not even going to do a legendary?
Oh, sorry. Legendary. My bad. Legendary. 1 legendary.
Yeah, so Eli says he's max minting. How many can we max mint?
How many packs are there? There's 1,000. Oh, they don't. Is there a limit?
Wait, so I mean, you're spending how many zeets do you have? Like 20? Wait, where does it say that?
Minting, Eli?
What? 1? You max mint 1.
And obviously commons, you can do 3.
Yeah, well, that defeats the whole purpose of zeets. If you're a zeets whale,
like you, keep away from my pack stack, Greeny. Maybe they're just trying to stop whales from logging on and eating them all, which is probably not a bad play.
Okay, well, to be honest, I would assume that I maybe don't have to wake up, because I doubt that 1,000 people would have 1,000 zeets. I don't know, and can mint like you have 30k, yeah. But you can only mint 1. You can only mint 1. So
can you only mint 1, Eli? Can you quickly confirm that? It says on there 1, and 3. I actually don't mind that. What? Now Eli says no.
It literally says allowable mints, 1 left.
Or is that just
including perks cards? Spin. So you went and had a spin. If I click this, am I ruined?
No, it takes you into the screen.
Okay. So this is where people have been gambling.
Oh, Eli can mint 10 because he
is an advisor. Bullshit.
No, because he gambled on the spins. The more you spin, the more you can mint.
No way, bro. What? Is that legit? Spin win, earn zeets, and additional pack mint allocation. Oh, so they're literally forcing you to gamble.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, this one's live. This one's live. Let's have a look. Oh, Chesses. Oh, unlucky, brother. Craig, do you want to do a live one? Let's do a live one.
Fuck.
I could go Chesses right now. Entry 112.
Let me go on there. Can I go on there with you?
Should I do it with him? He might. I don't think he watches our show live, but
can I go on there against you?
Yeah, I think you could.
Just make it a small wager, because I'm a tadpole.
Well, do you want to do it? How do I create one?
How do I get there?
Wait, Eli and Chesles just went. Oh, he stole my bloody thing, the dog.
Oh, here we go.
All right, Eli, I'll go against you on the legendary. Here we go.
It is them two. Let's go.
So here we go. Here's Eli versus Greeny. Watch Eli win this. Let's go! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Winner. Thanks for the seats, Eli. Thanks for the seats, baby. Let's go. All right, one and done, baby. One and done.
Yeah, I agree. Take your 500. Oh, did you get a grand?
Baby. Holy, Leon's up 6,000 Zs.
Maniac. Bro, I saw Kalido, or whatever his name is, Kalido's Way. He gambled all of his away.
Oh, dude. Look at these gamblers, bro. Look at these gamblers, eh?
But then they refunded his. There he is, Kalido. He lost 4,000. They should have just left him on minus, bro. Like, if you gamble
Jackie boy. One out of 11. Chess has got so many. How many Zeets does he have? He has like 30 grand as well, I think. So, all right, I'm done. I'm up to 19,000. So does that mean I can now mint? I can mint more?
You get an extra?
Yeah, let's go. I can mint two. I can mint two. Let's go.
Oh, that was good quality though. That's funny as hell.
All right, we're losing viewerships now. We're losing viewership. This is not the content. This is not the content people came to watch, Craig.
No.
As always, thanks for tuning in to Market Mates. A shout out to our new partner, BTCC. Guys, if you want exclusive opportunities, sign up down below. 10% deposit bonus, up to 30K rewards once you join that platform. No KYC required, no VPN. Works in the US. That is huge. Okay, check it out down below. Massive to partner with them, and we're so thankful. So, Craig, mate, have a lovely Monday, and we'll chat. He also gave away 5K Chess. Oh, Chess is watch. I thought he did watch from time to time.
What's up?
So he gave away 5. Oh, you gave away 5K. Yeah, cool. I mean, maybe I'll do another legendary, but I don't want to lose. I know.
I'll get so bitter if I lost 500 when I only got 2K. I'll be like, no.
Yeah, see, I have plenty, so it's like a smaller net worth percentage, so it's fine. Guys, thanks for hanging with us. Maybe I'll be up at midnight trying to mint some of these packs. Guys, we'll see you again live tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard. Thanks for hanging with us. Drop a follow, drop a sub if you're new.